You know, the Legacy album, man, you know what I'm saying? Me and Lil Eazy-E been together since like 2002. We were just putting together his first album. And, you know, it was a pleasure representing.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, you've been a part of some historic albums, and putting this together. What did you learn about Lil Eazy-E, and then what do you feel like Lil Eazy-E learned about you in that whole making process of putting that Legacy album together?
Work ethics. Let's get in there and let's work. It's like an armed robber. Let's go ahead and get it, get out, and enjoy what we're doing, you know?
Now, obviously, you've been a part of history, Death Row Records. Your cousin Snoop got Death Row Records. Yeah. Finally put it back on the streaming platform, so now we can bump Dog Food. We can bump all the classics that you produced. One question of the fans had me ask you, so I got to ask you this, Daz. What's up with Retaliation, Revenge, and Get Back? What's going on with that album? We can't find that, man. That's the album that you definitely, when you want to have sounds in your ride, that's the album that you put in and make sure you got the sounds on your ride.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Putting the business together with it, you know?
Okay.
And it'll be out, you know what I'm saying? It's coming out real soon, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, different parts of Death Row. From the first part was Atlantic, you know, and the second part was Priority. So, you know, three different contracts. So, you know, putting it together, but it's all in Death Row hands. So, hey, but the Legacy is out right now.
Yeah, you please go get that. Now, one of my favorite tracks is What the Business Is. Yeah. So, talk to me about just some of the guests that you have on this album, man. You got some legendary guests. I mean, yourself, obviously, we talked about Lil Eazy, but you got Kevin Slow, Jamie James, Julio G. I mean, you got RBX, your cousin RBX, back in the mix, the narrator himself. Talk to me about just composing that type of guest list.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just getting Kid Capri on there, you know what I'm saying? All the way from the East Coast, shout out to Kid Capri, you know what I'm saying? And just, these are all my friends, you know what I'm saying?
So what's next for Daz Dillinger, man? Because you always got something cooking. I know I talked to Corrupt not too long ago. He was talking about Dog Food too and trying to put that album out. So is there any updates on that, or what other projects do you have coming?
I mean, Corrupt, we're working on a movie right now called Ain't No Fun, you know what I'm saying? So it's a comedy, so, you know, that's what we're putting together right now. It's the next project.
Now, Daz, you had the book coming out. You talked about your experiences with the Dog Pound and Death Row. But can you see yourself put together a series of something of that magnitude, kind of like we see with Wu-Tang, or like we see with kind of other series like that?
I got a series, but, you know, I ain't finished it yet. It's called Cousins.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's my son and Snoop's son, Julian, you know what I'm saying, playing me and Snoop as kids growing up and till now. So, you know, I've been putting it together, but, you know, I got to get that bite.
So
Hulu, everybody, holla at me.
So what can we expect from that, Daz? I know you and Snoop, man. Y'all used to do some stuff back in the day, man. So what we gonna see, Daz?
I mean, you're gonna see a whole life of growing up, how we got into this game, what it is now, the ups to downs, everything. So you know what I'm saying? I got the first little trailer. I put it out. Go to my site, Daz Dillinger, dadniggerdaz.com.
Lastly, first of all, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to speak with you, man. I grew up on the music. We used to sneak in the warehouse and try to go get the Dog Food album. We bought it though. We wanted to support y'all, so we bought it. But we snuck out. Remember the midnight sales they used to have? We snuck out for that. Me and the homie snuck out for that. But just looking back on your catalog, man, what are some of the albums that kind of stand out to you, especially those studio sessions that you had to go through and dealing with Snoop and Corrupt and Dr. Dre and just everybody around?
And just the Chronic album. You know what I'm saying? That was our first piece of work. Everything else was a memory and flashbacks and good times and shit like that. But, you know, till now, you know what I'm saying? And just dealing with all that, you know, cocaine.
We got more legends in the house. And you know, 50 years, I'm gonna ask both you gentlemen this. 50 years of hip hop. You guys are instrumental, not just on the West Coast, but you guys have influenced music worldwide. What does 50 years of hip hop mean for you both?
Elevation, because I'm in the 32. So, you know, and I'm still taking it with you, you know what I'm saying? Man. Cocaine.
Man, I've been in the game about 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like the youngsters, man. You know, after 10 years, you become a legend. Nah, let me stop playing. Nah, man, it feel good. You know what I'm saying? To link it in, and this record right here is more significant than just two artists just linking in. You got to realize the two powerhouse was Ruthless Records and Death Row, and this is a significant part of it. I'm a significant part, Little E, and when we all come together like this, it just show gangsters know how to keep it civil and put out that good music that people been waiting on.
It's love, though.
We love hip hop. Thank you very much.
Shout out to the homie Beefy Loke, man.
You tell him what I did for you, boy. You
Yeah.
tell him.
Hey, look, this is the man. This is the man that connected it all. Appreciate you, man.
This young man deserve it. We deserve it. Long Beach is about a lot. We're not just about this art, and this thing is beautiful, man, and it's a blessing to have us young represented like this, to meet the greatest, the legendary, man.
Yeah.
Feel me? Now keep that on the press. Yes.
And let me say something. You know, but for Daz to come out there and send me that kite and say, Coca, I need you on this one. You know, I told the homie, say less, man. Because I told him, you know, it's cool to keep it humble on the rumble, but he's one of the most underrated persons that was an intricate puzzle piece towards this West Coast shit. You know what I mean? And that got to be known. And with this project that's coming out, with the two representatives from Ruthless Records and Death Row Records, come on, man. Sometimes it's surreal. You can't even put words to it, man. Legacy is going to be a big-ass album. It's going to touch the concrete. It's going to touch your real G heart, you know what I mean? So I was happy to come aboard, you know what I'm saying? And much love. Love you forever, my nigga.
Always.
We always making that magic happen, and that's what it's about, and that's why we here supporting. You know what I mean? So straight up, man. Legacy.